It's a West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. It's Wednesday night basketball, live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. In the booth, as always, with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is the last stop for the Pelicans before returning to New Orleans. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
Well, it's fun to see it all come together for them, Kevin. The coaching staff has really gotten through to the players. Everybody's buying in. It's just so great when you see every last guy on the bench on the same page.
And they just keep putting those W's in the rearview mirror. I mean, we always knew the potential this team had, and they're filling it to the absolute max right now.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Money, he's in at point guard. Monty Eunice out there with Paul George. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Knox in at the 5, roaming the paint. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. And it's good. Wade's got his first points in this one.
Beautiful work in the transition game. That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Buford a screen on George. Evans kicks to Buford. Monty Eunice grabs the miss. Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against the Suns.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. You know, the guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor.
Clock is at 3. Wade from outside, and again, New Orleans with the triple.
That is not an easy shot right there. He had to get it off over a taller defender.
A little bit of a rainbow three, but like you said, it had to be with the size mismatch.
Rose. Good.
Well, they had to take the lid off the hoop, I guess, but they finally get one to go there.
Yeah, a bit of an unsettled start. I mean, maybe that'll get them going.
Here's Money. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. George with the screen on Rose. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Buford against George. A second chance effort. Lynch passes to Rose. Evans outside. Bulls moving the ball around. And it's Butler missing. The Pelicans have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Wade uses the glass to finish the layup. Wade's got his 3rd basket of the night.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100% can't do better than that.
Evans outside. The pass to Butler. Out to the right wing. Here's Rose. And a missed layup.
Kind of a shaky first few minutes, guys. 5 field goal attempts, only 1 made.
And George, here we go. The lead pushed to double digits. And it's 9 points for Dwayne Wade.
Pretty impressive. 5 straight makes to start this game.
Tipped away. Butler dishes to Rose. Butler on the wing. He had 13 points in the win against Phoenix.
Yeah, huge impact defensively as well, Kevin. Remember, he had 3 blocked shots in that game. He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Pass to Money. 3-pointer. And another 3 for New Orleans.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
17 seconds on the shot. 17.
Here's Butler. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's George. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
They've made 1 basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Here's Evans. The Pelicans make their last shot. Pass to Butler. Money passes to George. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
And so here is Chicago. The Pelicans make their last shot. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for New Orleans.
Well, they're trying to play fast and trying to put the defense on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
They get the rebound. Knox. Tries yet again. No good on the layup.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Passes it to Lynch. Here's Evans. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
The shot's good for Money. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this lead.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Now Butler, after the missed three from Money. Here is Lynch, averaging 8 points a game. Rose goes in. It's his first trip to the line.
By shooting about 74% from the line this year, guys. A decent percentage.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Raptors.
And if you look at their numbers in that game, what jumps out most is the balance offensively. They really spread the wealth.
And they were on fire in all areas. That was a very satisfying road win. They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Now here's Evans. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And he really competed defensively, too, Kevin. 3 steals.
4 on the shot clock. Teardrop shot. That's good. Butler's got 5. Pelicans leading by 13. Wade a screen on Rose. Inside. Here's Money. He's covered by Rose. Trying his luck deep. The shot by Wade, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Evans with it. Wade picks him up. Stolen by Wade. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And George with the stuff.
They keep going down low with the ball, and it results in points. They're having their way in the paint.
And it's resulted in a big early lead, too.
The Bulls shooting 40% here in the early stages. There's a check in for Rose. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear New Orleans head coach going over their plan during that last break. The first thing he said to his players was that the transition game will be the single most important factor today. He wants them to push the tempo at every opportunity. He focused next on what he feels will be their most reliable offensive approach, which is the use of ball screens and the pick and roll. That's a play we should be seeing a lot of. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Buford following the score by New Orleans. And it's Evans missing.
You know, they've been beating this club to a lot of loose balls and rebounds here early on.
Love the work ethic they've come out of the locker room with.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And the Pelicans with possession here after the Bulls pick up 2. And stolen by Harris. Butler with the ball, now guarded by Money. The pass to Lynch. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Here's Knox. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, a great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
Now here's Butler. 7 points in the game. Harris kicks to Butler. The rebound by Money.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets.
Bulls trail by 17. Harris outside. Another steal. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Some changes for Chicago. Days checked in, and it's McDaniels in for Tyreke Evans. The Pelicans making a switch here. The Pelicans shooting their first free throw tonight. The Bulls have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Steph Curry's checked in for Dwayne Wade. Pelicans leading by 20. Curry dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Curry. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Pass to Money. To the wing on the left. Just 5 on the clock. It's Curry outside, and it's good. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
They are making some noise from downtown, guys.
And they've got themselves a very nice lead to show for it.
Knocked loose. And now Curry running the floor all by himself.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Here's Mullins following the basket by Stephen Curry. Buford, no luck.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Rodich. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
Curry against Harris. Pass to McDaniels. Down low, 6 on the shot clock. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
Well, with this soft D, they're allowing them to shoot a very high percentage from the field so far.
Yeah, and they're just not offering any resistance, not making anything difficult for them, and they're able to kind of do whatever they want to do.
Here's McDaniels following the basket by Stephen Curry. Harris outside. Shot to stop the drought. Motiejunas grabs the miss. Motiejunas has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Mullins passes to Harris. He kicks to Buford. The feed now to Mullins. Up and in on the layup.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
And that one's good.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Harris kicks today. From 10 feet out, it's rebounded by New Orleans. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And they'll come into this one with some confidence. Last season, they swept the season series, winning both matchups.
There's a screen. Money passes to Curry. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. He's setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
That's the kind of start you want every game, but Of course, you rarely get it.
Mullins kicks to McDaniels. There's the dish to Buford. 4 seconds left. He takes it up and lays it in. Buford's got his first 2 points of the night. Heaves it up. No luck. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Pelicans ahead, just dominating this one. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. Substitutions. So the Pelican 5 right now. Money in at point guard. Monty Eunice out there with Paul George. Then it's Corey Joseph. Dishes to Mullins. And he banks in the layup. Mullins got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Well, these are the players you don't want to give any space to beyond the arc right now. The best shooting guards in the past 10 games. You look at Butler, a dangerous player from three-point land, a great talent with a great release.
Well, you don't have to be a great shooter to play two guard, but it definitely helps. And pretty much all these guys fit into that great category.
And with any of those guys, when they get on a roll from three-point land, I mean, it can last for a while. We're talking a long time.
Good on the second free throw. Chicago's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. To the inside, Evans dishes to Buford. Here's Mullins, and that's collected by Money. Money's got his third rebound tonight.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Yep, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
They set the pick. Harris passes to Evans. Back to Harris. Just 5 on the clock. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And a chance to look at some of the numbers for Paul George. He's been a force for them over the past month as you take a look at the league rankings. He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him. Playing right at the level we expect.
Yeah, we've seen him play better, but those are still numbers that are pretty superb by any measure.
And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Butler.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And, Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's Money. The shot will not go. Some solid defense from Harris. Chicago's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. That's good. Mullins got 6 here in this quarter.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Harris outside. It's tipped. And here we go. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Raptors got the job done. He ended with 62 points, and he was his usual self on the defensive end, providing a bunch of steals. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance, Clark, here tonight?
I'd say no chance, partner. And that's not a knock against him. It's just that he was so good that night, I don't think he can possibly do it 2 games in a row.
He was Kellogghian. Is that a word? We can use that word, can't we?
It is now.
Oh, look at Steve. He didn't like that, though. Look at him.
Let's just say he was really good.
Clock at 4. That's blocked. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. Mullins kicks to Harris. Buford shot's good.
Great teamwork out there, really helping each other out.
They're playing as one. I mean, they're like a symphony. Everybody in harmony and in beat and in rhythm. 5 straight baskets now have resulted because of assists.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Joseph, the pass to Money. A 3 ball. And he gets it to go. Money's got 17 now. 6 seconds left now here in the second. The Bulls have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Now, this is a kind of a mediocre free throw shooting team. They're sitting there at about 73% as a unit.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
And
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, what's been the key to what's working well out there for you guys right now?
Defensive end, we rebound the ball, keeping them off the glass, and being able to execute an offensive end.
Steph, thank you so much. Plenty of it.